And next year we're probably...
Deborah Charles calls MBC Radio her second baby. The CEO of the Saskatchewan Indigenous Radio Network says it's hard to believe 40 years have gone by since its first broadcast.
There's so much more to just MBC. It's MBC and beyond. Like, it's how we grew from local to regional to national radio, branching off to being a founding member with the Aboriginal People's Television Network. That was the dream of the founding members, that we would have all those in place to talk about our issues, say it in our languages, in our culture, in our own dialect, in our own way.
In 1983, the federal government gave money to northern Indigenous communities to produce radio and TV programs in Indigenous languages. That money would be used to create MBC, connecting already existing radio stations up north with more extensive cultural programming. By the end of 1984, staff had been hired and a studio was built on the second floor of a building in downtown La Ronge. Hello there, Tom.
Hello.
Nice to finally meet you in person.
It is nice.
Yes.
Nice to see you.
Tom Roberts remembers those early days. Well known for his time at CBC Radio in La Ronge, he was the first voice heard on MBC in February 1985, and he even helped design the network's logo.
Main things that the trappers used to have is beaver pelts.
He also remembers helping to name the network Missinipi, a Cree term meaning big water.
The Churchill River goes from Buffalo Knowledge all the way to Sandy Bay. It connects the Métis, the Cree, the Dene all along this river. It's everybody's river. So we call it Missinipi Broadcasting Corporation.
Roberts got his start in radio in 1974, working for MBC's predecessor, Northern News. He was hired alongside future MBC colleague Robert Morasti, himself still on the airwaves today in his home community of Isle Lacrosse. Government budget cuts shut down Northern News in the early 80s, cutting off news coverage and broadcasts in Indigenous languages to the north. That's when Morasti and Roberts helped create MBC.
We've got a line of staff of, like, I don't know, about 40, 50 people now, between here and Prince Albert. That's good. We started out with just 3 people. Myself, Robert Morasti, and our bookkeeper, secretary, Elmer Moore. We started out with 3 people in 85 or 86. 3 people. And just look at it grow. I am impressed that it's gone this far and doing well, and I hope it keeps on going.
Since Roberts left MBC, it now has its own building, built in the early 90s on the edge of La Ronge.
That's all we had. We didn't have digital when I was here.
Yeah. And Tammy Cook-Searson reminisces whenever she pays it a visit.
My favorite part was taking requests.
She worked here in the early 90s as a summer student. Now she's chief of the Lac La Ronge Indian Band. She says the skills she learned at MBC helped her become a leader in her community.
I think it gave me, for myself, it gave me an opportunity to meet people and to gain that experience and to be able to even interviewing elders and capturing that history and, capturing some of the legends. I remember interviewing my own grandfather, who's passed on now, and him talking about, the legends, and then he'd have a big laugh after. I think that it helped me to shape part of who I am, and then also giving me the confidence that, that anything is possible.
She says all these years later, MBC remains vital to her community.
MBC is my first go-to for information, to get radio ads out there, whether it's meetings, gatherings, or just information about state of emergencies. Just getting that information out there, whether it's in Cree or English. This is where I come to. Yeah, that's the building now.
There's so much history behind MBC that CEO Deborah Charles has documented it in a book. She's now the longest-serving staff member here, starting over 35 years ago.
What kept it going was the audience, the people that believed in us, the people that supported us with bingo efforts, advertising efforts, our fundraising efforts, our
radiothons that, you know, we really come together as a network, as a community, as a family. You know, I could be stuck in Black Lake, Wollaston, Beauval. I'd have somebody there to go to. I wouldn't be stuck. So the North becomes your family, and it is a family.
Yeah. And she hopes that family will be together for many more years to come. Ethan Williams, CBC News, La Ronge.